Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ross Deuces and this is how not to play Arthas. I was feeling good about that until I coughed. So anyways, Arthas is a tank. He is fantastic at absorbing damage and if you build toward it, dealing damage right back. He has a little bit of self-sustain, not much. He's more about CC, and by CC I mean, of course, crowd control. He has a fantastic skill set for it, which we may as well dive into now. So his first ability, Death Coil. It is a click. That's all you do is click on the enemy. Deals X damage to target enemy, or could be self-cast to heal for X health. Simple and straightforward. His W. And this is where his self-sustain can come into play, minus the ult. One ult. His next ability is W, Howling Blast. Root enemies within the target area for 1.25 seconds and deals X damage. It is an AoE point and click. There's a small little radius that'll show up. You click wherever you want it to go, and it roots. Hopefully if you catch an enemy hero. Or two or three. His E is an AoE around him. Deal X damage per second to nearby enemies and slow their movement speed by 10% per second, stacking up to 40%. Heroes hit also have their attack speed slowed by 10% per second, stacking up to 40%. Frozen Tempest's effect lasts for 1.5 seconds. So this eats 13 mana per second it is active. So it doesn't seem like much, but it adds up real quick. Arthas is a mana-hungry boy. This is fantastic for up-close physical attackers. Fan-effing-tastic. And there's two people I hated having on my team when I was going against an Arthas. An Illidan and a Varian. Because invariably, that Varian, would go Twin Blades and then try to burst down an Arthas. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot burst down an Arthas with an Illidan or Varian, because his E will just eat through that. It'll slow their movement speed, or their attack speed, which is what they're reliant on. It is disgusting. Now, to mitigate some of his mana loss, he has Frostborn Hungers. It's an activatable trait. We went through this. Activate to make Arthas' next basic attack strike immediately and deal X increased damage. Dealing damage restores 30 mana. So, this is best used right after you basic attack to get another basic attack immediately in there. It's just a great optimization trick. I try to do it as much as possible, but if you watched my Artanis video, you may have noticed there was times that I didn't do it optimally. It's a hit and miss with me. I try to keep an eye on it, but there's sometimes that I don't do it. And usually there's a reason behind it, and sometimes there isn't. His first ult is Army of the Dead. Summon schools that lasts 15 seconds. Sacrifice ghouls to heal for X health. Now, one thing to note is these ghouls are not immediate. I don't know the exact time, but if you're in a crunch and you panic hit R, you don't immediately get to sacrifice it. It takes a minute for them to be summoned. Not a literal minute, but it takes a little while. And in Heroes of the Storm, or at least with MOBAs, that little while could be the difference between life and death. So you want to plan this attack now, or this ult. Now, the biggest thing with this ult is that these ghouls are able to be killed. So if you're going against a heavy AoE enemy team, they can incidentally kill the ghouls. They don't have that much health, so they can just accidentally kill the ghouls, and you have nothing to sack for health. The ghouls don't deal that much damage. They're okay. I'm not a big fan of them. But if you have no sustain or healer or anything on your team, I definitely recommend going Army of the Dead, just for that extra oomph. Well, oomph as in healing. Or healing at all, really. But anyways, his next ult is Summon Syndragosa. Deals X damage and slows enemies by 60% for 4 seconds. Also disables minions, mercenaries, monsters, and structures for 20 seconds. It is a straight line skill shot with a gigantic range. Now, this is a fantastic ult for CC and helping push down towers. So let's say if you're on Tube of the Spider Queen, for instance, let's hypothetical, instead of playing Artanis, we're Arthas on that map. With the objective bearing down on their first fort, we could, let's say we have ults, we could use Summon Syndragosa to move into that fort and disable it, allowing you to get that fort and towers down a lot faster. It's a great tool for that. However, it's also a great engage or disengage too. Yeah, I have nothing further to say about that. It's a really good talent. They're both really good in their own ways. I'm just not big on them. So that's Arthas. Now, I play Arthas in one of 3 ways. Ultra tanky with CC, Mage Killer, what I refer to as Mage Killer, and Damage Arthas. The tank is only if we have no tanks. The Mage Killer is if we have no tanks, but their team is range heavy. I go with the Assassin Killer to help deal with that. And then the Damage Dealer is if we have another tank, and I can go Pure Damage Arthas. Pure Damage Arthas is stupid, but he's fun. And I say stupid because he can actually deal, if you build him correctly and go against the correct team, you can do a fair amount of damage. It's disgusting. So that's Arthas. Let's do this. Alright, we find ourselves on Alterac Pass. Now, I'm 80% sure this entire team, except for, I want to say, the Garrosh, is a team. So that sucks. And also they have a double team, double tank, which I am not too fond of seeing. We have lots of damage. So we're probably just going to go pure tank to help heal for our team, so that way they can do the damage. I am the only front line.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Hi, Deathwing.
1.
I might not go Frost Presence.
The battle begin.
I might go Rhyme. I hate Rhyme, so I'm not.
Frostmourne thirsts. Well done.
We're gonna deactivate that because we no longer need it. Yep, he was dead. Don't know what he was doing. There we go. Nice 3-hit.
My strength is renewed. My strength is renewed.
I wanted to slow down Garrosh so he couldn't deal that much damage to Lucio. Oh, I finally missed one. I have no mana. I need to hit things with my Frostmourne Hungers. Nice.
My strength is renewed.
I don't know how that didn't hit Alexstrasza. I don't know what the Li Ming is continually crying about. Yeah, there we go. I didn't want to get thrown.
Choose a talent.
This is more like it.
She's going to E-build. No, she's not. Interesting. Let's go ahead and get Frozen Wastes.
It seems the Alliance is foolishly taking some of our warriors hostage. Be ready to free them. Death
Yeah.
will not release you from my sight.
I used my Q to heal myself, but it did not do much.
This warrior could use our aid.
I'm gonna mute Li Ming's ping, so I'm sick of
We
hearing
must
him.
capture the enemy's prison camps, but they will try to capture ours as well.
Alright, so they've gotten a lot of picks on us. Fortunately, though, it was early game picks, and there goes Nazebo. So I'm just gonna sit here and poke.
Excellent heal, minion.
Attacking our camp. Lock the gate shut.
Why is Lucy? Why did you boop him out of the way, you fool? Okay, we're gonna tippy tap real quick.
We've retaken our camp.
Quadruple kill. Oh, nice one.
I'm a little agitated that Lucio, he booped him out of the way, which means I couldn't root him for whatever reason he had.
Choose a talent.
Alright, we're gonna go...
Of course.
Icebound Fortitude is really good in this situation. We're gonna just go root tap.
Excellent heal.
Give us a little bit more manageable sustain. Woo! Okay, you know, we don't need to be here anymore. We won. Whoop, staying with that team is just deficits.
Finally.
Grab that. Come on.
So
Our raiders fought with honor and died with glory. Break them down!
Nice. We still got it. It connected. He got unstoppable, but we still got it. So that's not too bad. They're about to hit level 10 advantage. I think Gazebo's dead. Nice, he got out.
let's go.
Choose a talent.
Nicely done.
Well done.
If he had stayed greedy for that, we're gonna go with Symmetra Dragosa since we do have some sustain. And I'm gonna go help out mid lane out of that, and hopefully we'll get a next objective. That way, Syndragosa is more is actually useful.
Foul knave.
Nicely done.
To save the host.
I did that for the damage primarily.
Our warriors need help.
Yeah, I'm good
Free
with
them
that.
so they can fight for us once more.
Okay, that's really not good at all.
Of course. Keep going.
Okay, Lucio has 5 seconds. Don't know why Zul'jin had to take
Take
that
the
fucking
Alliance's
round.
prison camp and set our warriors loose.
Okay, we're gonna stick it next to it. Well, okay.
I'll take more where that came from.
We're gonna go ahead and be back real quick because I don't have the mana or the health to sustain. I can get both back, but it'd be a very, very slow battle as compared to heading back real quick. Considering their primary damage dealer, it'll be unless he has his fly off cooldown, won't be there before I do, or before I get there. That being needs to be very fucking careful. That is a Garrosh and a Stitches. There he is. He has fly. But we're almost there. He's gonna move in on Ming. We're gonna. We're gonna go with the shattered armor. Okay. I just used that incorrectly. That was my fault. I misclicked. We got the revenge kill. I unfortunately screwed up that Sindragosa. I was saving it for this push right here so we can get some heckin' damage on their keep and take it. Self-cast, move out of that range. Nope, 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 nope. Yep. We got just CC to hell. But that wasn't too bad. I tried moving back in to get some damage, to get my mana and W and Q, but it was mostly to... I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest with you. I should have just kept moving, but I didn't. What, honest to God, what would have been better than Rune Tap would be Icebound Fortitude. Would have gave me 25 armor, reducing damage taken by 25%, and reduce the duration of stun, slows, and roots against Arthas by 75% for 3 seconds. Against that team, that is amazing. But I went with the heal because I feared I would need that more than anything else. Should clear this up and then get, I would say boss, but Nazeebo's dead, so probably camp. We don't need that. I don't know where y'all are going. What I should have done is use my abilities first and then use my trait, but whatever. He's chasing after this little bit, I think. If he's stupid, he'll keep chasing, but he's not.
Who wants to capture this mercenary camp?
I think it might be bait. That's just a deadly combo. There's not much. I should have gone ghouls, but I don't know. I don't know what else I can do. I'm gonna go with Embrace Death. This will give me a little bit of kick to my health. It deals more damage and heals more the lower Arthas' current health is to a max of 100% bonus damage from healing. Just a great extra self-sustain. Lucio's doing a fine job healing, but unfortunately, it's a slow heal unless he... Did he get... Please tell me you went with your Juvenesca. God, I hope he did not. So his level 16, there's a talent that it makes it a percentage healing.
Is that all?
I mean, I guess that team, I guess their team, that's not that great. We're gonna send Dragosa into that. Maybe. Nope, they're not gonna need it. Never mind.
That's enough of you. Double kill.
Your time has come.
Yeah, this will take care of the rest of the boss.
My strength is rise. Release your wrath.
Quick.
We've lost control of the camp. Wrest it back from those Alliance cowards.
My strength is renewed.
We haven't killed a single one in this Evo's there.
Well done.
Nice one.
Double kill.
Ha! That was entertaining.
Well done for a peasant. Killing spree. Enemy slaughter. Double kill.
Nicely
That
done.
is enough of you.
Arthas with it at its speed of Lucio is disgusting to deal with.
A sound plan.
Master our strength. Push forward.
Choose a talent.
We're gonna go
Well
absolute
done,
zero.
peasant. For the Lich
Defeat the Frostwolf clan.
Rise. Release your wrath.
Spree over.
I disabled it. I don't know how long it's disabled for. It is disabled for Strago's twice as far. Enemy heroes are rooted for 2 seconds. And then slowed by 60%. So it's still 20 seconds, so this might kill it. Yeah. So we got all the keeps, it looks like. That's good. Oh, we got a game. Cool. I wasn't thinking to do 4 health. Let's look at that keep. You see where my priorities lie. So that wasn't my best Arthas game, but I think we did pretty decent at keeping some of them away from our heroes, sticking to the fight and everything. I made some mistakes, but what can you do? No one's perfect, especially me. I am pretty awful. But anyways, that's Arthas. Thank you for joining me, everyone. I hope everyone has a great night, a great day, and everything else in between. I am now on Patreon. Link description down in the let me try that again. Link down in the description. I stream every single day except for Mondays, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time. Again, information is down in the description. If you could give me if you could drop me a like and subscribe, that would mean the world to me, and it would mean even more to me if you would drop by my stream sometime and say hi. I love meeting new people, and I love interacting with you guys. You guys mean the world to me. Anyways, thank you so much, everyone. Take care and goodbye.